So like, here's the situation. So Braun's like, they don't know where I am. I'm gonna insta kill him. But then ults happen, right? So Star-Lord ult happens, and he's just like, oh no.
It's
It's
like a
gonna,
easy
yep, yeah.
death.
Exactly. Like, why would I walk out there? Another cool thing is if you hide, they kind of forget where you are. So you can go back in like 10 seconds later, find Invis, she's not looking, and then you just hunt her down.
And now she's by herself.
hmm
Easy kill.
Fire. Pretty cool spot.
You couldn't pay me to go up in that web. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Okay. Starlord looks a little out in the open. You hit her with a nasty combo. That's good. Yep, lose Punisher. Now there's two people here, and you go in, and chasing him down, and you die. Okay,
Yep.
so I'm pretty curious. You know there's a Psylocke here, right? And you still choose to like follow up and try to take out Star. So like, how come you think you can get that kill?
I think it's because before, like when I got in the combo, he was low.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I was in the moment, so I didn't pay attention to like he already got healed from the health
Yep,
pack.
yep.
So I was like, okay, let me get this kill, and I'm gonna like easily walk away.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just got obliterated.
Okay, so looks like we're getting a little fixated on just like getting that kill and not paying attention to certain things like like health bars or numbers advantage. And those are going to be like signs of like this is a red light. We're probably not going to be able to get this kill. Um, so I'll show you a clip right away because um it's pretty common for like a really high level Magic player to just like they dip fast, bro. So like, alright, same situation, right? We're gonna see someone's alone. This hell is alone. We had the surprise on her, so everything's good. Kind of like how you had the Star-Lord, right?
Uh-huh.
Get her low, everything's going good. Now we're low. So yeah, bye bye. Let's go get a health pack. Not my fight. So always paying attention to health bars, right? If they have more health than you, if you don't have all your cooldowns, if they have numbers advantage, I would use that last portal to go out this way.
To leave.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Let's just get back into it.
Team play. That's me.
Alright, so Star's kind of doing his thing again. He's totally alone. So, like, I mean, knowing he's just completely alone, like, how could you just kind of take him out here?
You know, I could do the shift, and I'll E up and have my combo, and then do a slash if you try to run away.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, this could be a pretty easy kill. So, it looks like, let's take a look at this. Yeah, you look for a really difficult shot there. So, one thing you might want to keep in mind is like with Star-Lord, he's just so mobile that this is going to be a pretty hard target to take out. Um, the only times whenever it's going to be easy is whenever he's like in this thing where he's like just spinning around in a circle. So, um, I think it might be help just a little bit to be um patient and waiting for him to be like at head level with you, and then you do your combo. That's a small thing. No problem. Okay.
Hmm.
Now this is interesting. Oh, gotta get my spectating mode. Here we go, never faster. Um, let's take a look at all the people that we could take out here. So, just see from your point of view. Seems like we missed this girl, but she's hiding. So no, that's not part of her vision. We have Hawkeye here, Star-Lord here, and Rocket here. Let's see. You clock the Rocket, and maybe not the Hawkeye. So I'm curious why you're going for Star-Lord here.
I'm going for him.
Mm-hmm. Rocket's right here.
Uh, because I think I'd have a better chance going for Starlord because Rocket, at least as a
Mm-hmm.
Magic main,
Yeah, yeah.
he is so tricky to kill because
Yeah.
he's so small. He can shift. He can
Mm-hmm.
run on wall. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
hard. So I only go for him like if I guess if it's only me and him and I only see him, then I'll
Mm-hmm.
go for him. But
Mm-hmm.
if there's like a Star Lord, I'll go for Star Lord.
Got it.
And
Got
then
it. Yeah, so they're both really slippery, just kind of hard to kill, like no matter how you split it. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Okay, so let's just keep this rolling. So this the one thing I do want to point out there is notice how Rocket is completely alone from his team. So that this is, like you said, a 1v1, where it's like you have a chance where you could actually just maybe just beat him up. So in my mind, I would call this a green light. So this is someone who's isolated from their team, so they can't get help. Um, they don't have like the dual potential that you have, and you have all your cooldowns full health. So, um, I mean, knowing he's completely alone, I mean, let's watch how you
push him.
enter this. Yeah, like, how do you think you take him out here?
I'll just go for the corner and I'll try to get him. And if he tries to run
Mm-hmm.
away, I'll just follow him. But if he like
Yeah,
goes up off
yeah.
the bridge, like where his team is, then I'll just come back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly, exactly. Right.
I'm gonna miss that.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna get a little bit into target priority, so I'll just go and show you another one of Duran's like clips, because his magic is nasty, and I think a lot of what his magic is about is not like necessarily doing crazy combos, because you do crazy combos. Um, you guys both have great mechanics. It's it's knowing what battles to take. So like he's just hanging out, right? He sees Luna who's alone, go around to take the 1v1. But then sees Hela, and normally Hela is like way better at beating magic than Luna, so why would I go for Hela? But Hela's not looking. Kind of like how the rocket wasn't looking. So you go and you
Not
combo
hard.
him. Bam. Easy.
What's it called? I think I saw this in videos like uncontested. Like I go for uncontested first, then
Mm-hmm.
healers, then DPS, and then tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Generally,
Yeah, 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 definitely. Yeah, people you can take out that are easy to kill, right? Okay. So yeah, one of the things about healers is they usually oops, they can't really fight back. So
This is
um
real
let's just
firepower.
go here. Alright, now we're in we have damage boost, we have a ton of health, taking out the Hawkeye. Yep, this is all good. Nice. So we get the Hawkeye. Oh, okay. Um, I'm gonna want you to pay attention to the kill feed here on the top right.
all right.
Go have fun.
Hawkeye dead.
Yeah,
Who else is dead?
Groot.
Yeah, our Groot.
Ah,
Okay. Alright,
that
so we're
just gives the
still in.
whole part. Yeah, I'm trying to go for the rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I going
Mm.
way too deep. I think I
Mm-hmm.
still thought the Groot was there, so I was like, okay, it's with 2v3, and it's a
Yeah.
rocket. But yeah, I probably should have paid attention to like kill feed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So whenever we're looking for signs of like red lights, when do you need to leave? Kill feed is one of your best friends. So, what it means for Groot to die is that now the enemy team is just gonna turn around and look at you. So if we see the
Yep.
kill feed, see Groot dies, then what do we have? We have our dash, we have our portal. Like we could easily get out of here if we're looking to get out.
Yeah, but not just going more.
Mm-hmm. So definitely was a time whenever you could have survived, and that's gonna kind of snowball because like if our magic isn't here and our Groot isn't here, there's not really a ton of pressure we can put onto the enemy team. So they're just
Yep.
gonna kind of roll over our supports.
Yep, the numbers aspect of it.
Bogeys
Mm-hmm.
incoming.
In a 5v6, I can get you
I
stomped
am
on, so
ready to
4v6
blast
is just like,
I don't know.
This is real firepower.
4v6 is just a hell no. Alright, so they're gonna okay. Pop in the rocket raccoon ult. You get walled, oh no. Okay. I'm pretty curious. It looks like you went for the touch. Alright, again, kill feed. Right. So our Punisher is dead. Our Groot died earlier. Our raccoon died earlier. Some pretty like surprised that you went for this. Like, how come you're going to touch here?
Did I? Let me see. I watched myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh nah, I don't think I
Let's go back a
was
bit.
trying to.
Okay. Alright, so Rocket's dead.
Some help. I don't have to be center stage.
Car's about to cap, right? So, pretty tense situation.
I am ready to put on a show.
This is real firepower!
Going for it. Hmm. Maybe you weren't going for the cap. What do you think you were
I was
trying to
just
do
going
here?
right here. I was just trying to apply some pressure so they stop going for Luna and just go all in and just kill us all. But
Yeah, yeah.
I got by that group wall and Luna's by herself.
Mm-hmm.
So, ooh,
Mm-hmm. Oof.
bad situation to be in.
Yeah, this is really tough. This is really tough. I mean, the group walls, these are kind of, it's really hard because you're playing against a group is changes a lot of things, right? Because sometimes if you go in, you can't get out. Um, got to be definitely careful of that. I would just say, um, let's watch the Star-Lord here.
Just in time.
All right, so stars coming up, rockets coming up. Yeah, I think what could have helped here is maybe use your cover a little bit more, okay? Because as
Like
soon
this
as you
little
peek
angle,
this, yeah,
like by the
here,
bookshelf.
yeah.
Okay.
Because now if you're fighting him here, this is a 3v1. But if you're fighting him here, it's a 3v3.
Mhm.
So you're always trying to take those numbers advantages, right? Because even though Magic's a great duelist, everything's easier if you're just like if you have numbers. So cover can help you with that a lot, especially because you're a melee character, right? Like this is your place to be. This is not your place to be.
Yep. Close quarters.
Okay, so yep, we're gonna die there. So looks like the team just kind of regrouping. Okay, weird Luna ult, but alright. Okay, so just looking around, trying to see where everyone is. Okay, so looks like you're up high ground. Yep. Alright, so one immediate question I have for you would be like, whenever you're looking at the enemy team, let's see, they have a Luna, a Rocket, Hawkeye, etc. Like, who are like maybe the one or two people that you want to take out the most?
The healers, of course, but of course, and also the Hawkeye, because the Hawkeye,
Mm-hmm.
if I can't kill the Hawkeye, I just go for the healers blindly. I can just get one shot by him. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, if I see him in front of the okay, if I see him by himself, I'll go for him first, and then
Mm-hmm.
the healers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? So it's like if we have the chance to kill Hawkeye, maybe surprise him, then that's a great pick. But otherwise, if he's looking at us, it might be a little difficult. All right, so this is where I would be I'm a little confused. It's like, so we have Star-Lord coming in here, and this has happened several times. Star-Lord goes up really far, and instead of going for like healers, or instead of going for Hawkeye, you kind of change and you look for Star-Lord. Um, Star-Lord is really far up, but I would really stress that this is not exactly your job. So Strange can deal with him, Magneto can deal with him, Scout Witch is dead, but she should be dealing with Star-Lord. Instead, what you could be doing is kind of looking, let's see, let's just walk back a second. Notice positions, right? Hawkeye's kind of out in the open. Rocket just jumped up to high ground completely alone. There are other things you could be doing. You go for Star.
I went for Star-Lord, because I guess a lot of times when there's a diver, I'll
Hmm.
try to just leave the pressure off my back line, because there's been so
Hmm.
many times I
Yeah.
went to go for the healers, right? On the other
Hmm.
team, I'd get a pick or two. I
Hmm.
look back, my whole backline's dead, and then my whole team's dead. And I'm just like,
Got it.
okay.
Hmm. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Right, so let's see how, like, you look at him for, like, maybe 2 seconds, and, like, he completely runs away. Yep. So I like that, actually. Right, we don't have to get the kill on him, necessarily. It's just, we just gotta scare him away.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we have Psylocke shooting at us from behind. Rocket's right on top of us.
Yeah.
Go for the duel. We die. Oof. Okay. So,
They caught me off guard completely.
yeah, right, exactly. This is really tough. So whenever you're getting caught off guard like this, um, what I would suggest is using whatever movement abilities you have available to get the fuck out. So you could dash here, and then like kind of portal through the ground and run to a health pack, for example. You could hit the ground and break the ground and then get to the health pack. But dueling
Ready to
is
scream.
probably gonna leave us out in the open and we're gonna die of Psylocke.
We're finding our groove.
Mm.
Okay. Trying to think if I have any clips about that kind of thing. It's mainly about like numbers. Like if they ever have numbers on you, you just want to get the hell out of there. Alright. Alright, so here's the example. So wait, this is the middle of a team fight. Big middle of a team fight. But Loki's over here, so like maybe winnable. Do a little dash slice at him. But like he's literally not dying, right? Because he's soul
Yeah,
bonded.
so
Like
bonded.
the
Yep.
mm-hmm.
Adam, bro, hate him.
Hate at him, right? So and now they're paying attention to him. So use that last portal and just get out. It's kind of that kind of situation. Whenever they're looking at you and they have numbers, just get up. Okay, there we go. All
I
right,
just gotta deal
right.
with the unsatisfying feeling of not getting that pick, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Because, like, in a 10 seconds or something. Oh my gosh, there's so many reminders. 1 second. Click at that. Okay, so, let's see. Yeah, because you're magic, right? So your cooldowns are kind of like you can't really do much without your cooldowns. So sometimes if you don't get a pick with your cooldowns, you're out for 10 seconds. But then you'll be back, because it's all about surviving.
Scene.
Did you see that?
Nicely done, Master Weaver.
Okay. Just kind of waiting up for everyone. This is good.
Better stop that vehicle.
Just in time. Thanks.
Nice.
I
This
think
is...
Rocket kills me here.
Ooh, this is tough. Alright, let's watch this back a little bit.
Just in.
Hmm. Okay. It's all good. Alright, so... I'm kind of curious why you're going this way. Are we looking for a fight, a health pack, or something else?
I think it's a health pack. I think under the bus. I think behind it. I
Yeah, over here?
think so. Yeah,
Hmm.
a little chant, whatever it's called. I
Sounds
think
good.
I was going for that. Mainly, I think I was trying to get out of the line of sight after Psylocke and the Star Lord,
Mm-hmm.
because I was going for Star Lord and then Psylocke like far back tried to go in for. It's like okay, yeah, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
die. So I ran back. I did see that Rocket, and Rocket just killed me, bro. Just finished me up.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate. The only thing I could say besides like, go for health packs, which we obviously did, is kind of go away from the enemy team, right? So you can another option would have been to portal this way, right? Because then you'd have the cover, you have a health pack over here, and you also have your team that can help you. So I think going this way just kind of cut you off from your team.
Just made an easy pick.
Mm-hmm. And watch out for Rocket, man. That dude does damage.
Fucking hell.
There's still a chance to
I did not know he was good at his DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Just in time.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I suck.
Come, my minion.
Oh, reward. Oh, that's 6. Okay, so let's just back one more.
Don't mind me.
Alright, so we're down Scarlet. We see Star-Lord here. We see Groot. We go for Groot.
Accidentally went for tried to go for Star Lord again, but then he just got in. So
Yeah, he kind of
tried
got
to
in the
go
way.
back.
And there's a wall. Ugh, this is frustrating. Okay.
You're welcome.
I don't have too much to say about this. This is pretty unfortunate. The only thing I would point out is, if you are playing Magic and you are playing with your team, it's a lot more likely that you're gonna get hit by stuff that isn't meant for you. So this Groodle is more meant for like the supports and just happen to be there, so you're gonna die to it. So whenever you are backing out, keep in mind, going for health packs like we mentioned earlier, this one, that one, is gonna separate you from your team and get you away from stupid stuff like that. But there's not much to do about that, TBH.
They hit a
Let's
checkpoint.
keep going.
Now might be a good time to stop
Boop,
them.
boop. Okay.
I'm never.
Oh, see Psylocke is alone. Nice.
Just in time. Thanks.
Fucking hurt.
Okay. Hmm.
Better stop that vehicle.
Okay.
Behold, Dark Child!
Nice. Okay, we go for the Dark Child. Get to the Luna. Force the Luna.
To put on a
Yep.
show.
That's not good.
This is real firepower.
Not a ton you can do during the Luna ult.
This is
Nice. That is really, really, really good target priority. Okay.
someone scratch my
Should you one-shotter?
Yeah, I tried to one-shot her, I missed.
Nice try. Alright, yeah. And then, like, this is what I'm talking about. So, like, during the fight, you can look for people who are completely alone, and then you can just try to, like, insta-kill them. So, one thing I do think is a little sketch is I see you spend a lot of time out in the open. Let's just watch this again. So you
Like
go
on,
in.
like on main.
Mm-hmm.
I am ready to
So during the Luna ult, you are going to go for the one shot, which is cool. Right, close. And at this point, I would be very cautious about going back in. Okay? Because they're all looking for you, and they're
Like back
using
in
Luna ult.
like in the little room right next to their spawn. Like that.
So, wait, let's walk it back 1 second. This is good, right? You went for the person who was alone.
enjoy the air.
You went for a one shot. That's good. Now, the decision here is, could I go somewhere where they don't expect me? Could I look around and find someone who's alone? Like Salak? Or could I just jump back into it? You go for jumping back into it. And that's what I would be a little cautious about, because what if you get shot by Hawkeye? What if you can't
Yeah,
kill
you got
anyone?
one shot.
Mm-hmm. So, at this situation, what I suggest is you pause a little bit, and you gotta do a kind of scam. Like, think about, like, who's the most available target? Is there a Psylocke who's out of position? Is there a Hawkeye out of position? And then you go in. But don't go in before you decide who you want to kill.
Someone scratch my back.
Hawkeye could have totally got you there.
This is real
Nice.
firepower.
Have fun.
Never
In
miss.
time. Thanks.
Okay, now we're going up. Really nice kill on him. Alright, he's back. Get him. Awesome. Okay, so I would say it was a really good fight. The only thing was that little downtime in the middle. So I'll show you another clip of this kind of. I've talked with other like Spider-Man players, for instance, and they run into this thing too. And it's basically like you see something that's really good and you go for it, right? So you like how you went with a Dark Shot at the start. You found Luna alone. That's easy kill. So you go in. But then something bad happens. Luna ult. And then you have to make a decision. Do I stay in or do I get out? And getting out is almost always the option. Because then there's going to be a time, a little bit later, where you can go back in and find someone who's not, doesn't even know you're there. And it's kill
Yeah,
them.
like outside the Luna ult too. So
Mm-hmm.
they're not invincible.
Mm-hmm. So, like, here's the situation. So, Braun's like, they don't know where I am. I'm gonna insta-kill him. But then ults happen, right? So, Star-Lord ult happens, and he's just like, hell no.
Yeah, it's like
Gonna-
a easy
Yeah,
death.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Like, why would I walk out there? Another cool thing is if you hide, they kind of forget where you are. So you can go back in like 10 seconds later, find Invis, she's not looking, and then you just hunt her down.
And now she's by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Easy kill.
Mm-hmm. And she has no healer too, right? Because he already killed Mantis. So this is like, this is just super duper clean. Cool spot.
look out behind you.
Okay. Yep, this is sketchy. Careful of crossing out in the open here, because you have no cover.
Or do you think I should have went like on the right maybe?
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go back a bit. Yeah, let's look around. So, let's see, what cooldowns? We have a portal. Right, so we could even go back one more second and talk about why you dashed up here, right? So, if we've been paying attention to kill feed this whole time, we know that pretty much our entire team is dead and most of their team is dead. So, but there are still, you've seen these people who are on point. And instead of dashing, like, to set up for kills, I would have dashed this way. And what we're trying to do is same idea, which is get out of the line of sight and like set up for your next like assassination. Except we want to do it from a safer position where like we're closer to our team. So instead of dashing here, you dash here.
That fucking hurt.
Survive this! I was in trouble.
I'll patch you up.
Nice try. Oh, I think Selex's behind you.
Thought you had me.
I like the cold.
Nice. Yeah, Groot's totally alone. It's good. Really good.
So
Okay. Curious. So you see this guy's alone, and you actually go for the magic. You remember why you did that?
Uh, I think because she's already getting pressed by my other team, so like
Mhm.
it'd be easier for me to go kill her.
soul sword. Just in time. Thanks.
Got it. Yeah. Alright, so there's two things to keep in mind here. The first thing is, killing someone along with your team is always going to be easier than killing someone alone, right? And that's kind of, I think, why Magic dies here, is because we have a ton of people trying to kill her. But notice how Luna gets out alive? And this is where I would say go back up your Hela. Right? So if you see a healer who's kind of alone and a teammate who's trying to take her out, you can get in on that and take her out. I would kind of consider Magic to be like dealt with already.
This soul sword. Just in time. Thanks.
I'm fucking helpful.
I got you! From limbo. Double kill!
Nice.
You brought ice to a sword fight.
You better get a look behind.
Aw. Okay, let's go back.
I don't know. I was thinking for heals badly over here. I can tell by the way I move. Like if I keep jumping like that,
Uh-huh.
I keep thinking for heals. That's when I think for heals. Still died. I know I was mad after that. I died like that, bro. I know I was mad.
Mm-hmm. This is so frustrating, right? Because you healers are just looking at something else. Alright, so we are playing Magic, and you know from playing Magic, like your healers kind of just don't know where you are a lot of the time. So you got to take care of yourself, and that's where like knowing where health packs helps a lot. So at this time, instead of portaling to your team and going through the shit, you could portal to the side and go find your nearest health pack. So we're gonna die here.
I doubt any hell will be able to hold you for long, Ilya.
Nice,
I
nice.
didn't even use.
Yeah, she
I
gets
was in
slammed.
trouble.
Strong together.
Go have fun. Enemy ahead of us.
A nice detail.
Come, my minion.
Yeah. I'm curious. Let's go stand. Let's walk back a bit.
Come, my minion.
Alright, so we're out in the open. Out in the open. Out in the open. Now we're going for Luna. Go for Luna. Get Luna. We're gonna die. So if you're out in the open this entire time, run it through Luna's brain. She's just like, oh shit, Magic's coming for me. Magic's coming for me. I gotta be ready. I gotta be ready. I got a snowball. I'm about to hit this bitch. No, like, so if you know that's gonna happen, like, how else could you say like approach Luna a different direction, for example?
Probably could have either went right, maybe
Mhm.
up, but I don't know if that would take maybe longer.
Yeah,
I
you
think
could
it
go
was
this
just
way.
an opportunity pass, or I
Mm-hmm.
could have just went left.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know that was also going to be obvious. Will that be obvious if I go left?
I think it'd be less obvious than going right at her. Right, so in this situation, maybe you do your portal over here, hide behind cover, and then you'd like dash to her and try to insta kill her.
Time. Thanks.
The main issue is just we don't want to be standing out in the open because this is all telegraphed. She knows you're coming. Also, it's not just she knows you're coming. Everyone knows you're coming, and that's why the magic comes back to help. So again, wait, this is a pretty good example, I think. If we could go back to, I think it was like this time whenever there's so many clips. I forget which one it is, but you're always looking for people who aren't paying attention. Like this dude, right? So like for example, I don't know, this is kind of in the middle of everything, but notice where he's coming from, right? This invis has absolutely no clue he exists. So like if you could think about it from, say you're coming from the start of this point and she's looking at you, the best thing you could do is try to get out of her line of sight and then start working your way up and then go for her. But never go right into it because she's just going to push you away or jump away.
Yeah. You go invis.
Let's check this out.
Be your best self. Charge! You stopped them in their tracks. I was in trouble. Come on, minion.
Alright, beating up the magic.
Freeze.
Yes. Okay.
Survive this.
Again, we're coming from from out in the open. So you go this back a bit. We'll watch it just from Luna's POV, because like
It'd be easier to like see. Yeah.
she knows you're coming. She's ready to snowball you, and if her aim is better, you're dead. So in this situation, it's kind of the same thing. Like we have all this free space. We could just go around from behind her and then try to combo her where she's not looking.
I'm help.
Okay, so I always try to stalk my prey.
Exactly, man. Because like, there's so many ways you could go about this. You could go this way or this way. It's just always if you get them by the surprise, like there's just no chance for reactive.
Survive this. I can handle anything now. It's the grand.
Okay. Oh, let's get that
Oh yeah, I
dash.
remember this.
Oh,
I remember this. I was so mad. I was trying to go for the health pack right there,
yeah.
and then the little boosted thing just boosted me up. Like, oh my god, bro! I just knew I died when I hit that. I went up like
Uh-huh.
that. It wasn't paying attention. I was just, holding it. Oh,
This
that
is
was
so
bad, bro.
annoying. So annoying. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do. Alright.
We gotta
go
pay
next.
attention more, I guess.
Mhm.
I was trying to pay attention to where Star Lord was. I was trying to get my health pack, but
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
soul is
Good job,
stubborn.
That's okay. Dirt Child's happening. Alright, so let's see, where's their supports? Yeah, they're gonna need help.
Style, come, my minion. That one hurt just in time. Thanks.
Someone scratch my back.
Oh wow, they don't need your help. Okay. So let's just walk this back for a second. We're doing the walking in through the opening thing again. Like, cause you have your dash. I'm kinda curious why you hold your dash.
Oh, here they are now.
maybe for the combo.
Gotcha.
Because
Alright.
Magic,
Mhm.
I'm scared of using, like, there's a lot of times where, like, I just not think about my cooldowns, and then I dash movement, and then try to go for dive, and forget about my little dash, I just die.
Yeah, that makes sense. You want to have it to kill. Alright, so then this is one thing you could do is notice how you get your dash back whenever you Dark Child, right? You get everything
Uh-huh.
back. So what I would do here is probably like go back a bit. Dash out of the open, get here, then pop Dark Child, because you're in a way better situation to kill the magic, and then clean up.
I was fine.
So like we go back a bit. Dark Child's happening. Of course, you're not going to win the 1v1 if you're not Dark Child, so dash here.
Dark Child, I don't know. Playing Magic with Dark Child. Yeah, you probably played against Magic with Dark Child, unless she knows how to use it like wisely. She dies easily, like really easily. It's annoying. Like that.
Yeah. The main thing I'm concerned about is just how you're out in the open often.
Yeah, I heard a few times I was like kind of too mean sometimes.
Behold, that child. I am ready.
Nice. Alright, so you force the Luna
Put
ult.
on a show.
Try to do it again, but I can't.
Yeah, this is gonna be really difficult. Alright, so let's just kind of like walk through this. Notice like any red lights. Alright, so number 1, our tank's dead. Alright, so number 2, Sawako happens, right? So we're not gonna get any healing. Healers might die here. This is everything's telling us, get the fuck out. Oh, we commit. See, our whole team's dead. So, let's check the kill feed here. Like, tell me when might be a good time to go. To get the hell out of there.
It happened, but I was it. I don't know what happened first. Okay, and I see Luna dies, and then
Rocket's dead.
Magik dies,
Mm-hmm.
and then Mag dies.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, oh no, cause as soon as I ulted,
Yep.
the thing died. So, oh.
Mm-hmm. It's really tough, right? Because you want to get kills with your ult. So like, it's a wasted ult if you just leave. So what I would suggest here is if you force the Luna ult, but they have numbers and like your team's not with you, basically, it's gonna be so hard for you to kill Luna. So then you can get out and go help your team with your Dark Child, and you might be able to actually kill these two.
Yeah, they're pretty low.
So just think about it like, let's just notice. Alright, so we have 4 people on us. This is pretty much an even fight in the back. Around this time, you could have used your dash to get back, and then helped your healers.
But wouldn't I have died in like a Salak's ult if I went and dashed?
Maybe. It's pretty risky, so you could have dashed here, maybe. I definitely know what you mean, right? You don't want to just dash to a Psylocke and die.
Yeah.
But you do want to be ready to kill Psylocke when she's done. So that could have definitely changed things here. I think this is kind of one of the things I see happens often. You kind of get fixated on killing a certain person during a fight, and then like information tells you, like kill feed tells you, like, maybe need to back out. And if you pay attention to that, you actually might be able to like find another target who's easy to kill.
Hold on just a little longer.
So that's one of the main things I work on. Just keep looking for the kill feed. Look for signs to get out. Okay, going in, just beating up him.
I don't know. I thought, you know, like if you like, I don't know, if it was strange, the portal was stop, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
That's kind of.
it is. Nice.
One more. Come, my
Alright.
minion.
Pretty good round. Alright, let's check the stat board. Alright, so we're 22 and 10. Now, the main thing is you're good at getting kills. And the main thing we're struggling with is just in bad spots where you kind of die, even though you don't necessarily have to. And it's all about just getting out earlier.
The current score is
Okay, it's like knowing when to leave. Wait, let me. Can I write it down? I have like a whole simplified notes thing for Magik,
Yeah.
like a whole folder. So
Bet.
I just have this. It's easy for me, like digest and learn.
Yep, take a minute and just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, so basically, know when to get out. Tips
Can you
like
think
check
about
the
some of the
kill
things that we do to like know when it's time to leave?
feed. Like check the kill feed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Of course, like when your health's low, you leave as well. It's kind of common sense.
How
Or
about
numbers.
ultimates?
Well, like the enemy team has ultimates, like Luna ult. Okay, and numbers. Like was it
Yep, yep.
2v1, then I'm leave.
Yeah,
Unless it
yeah,
was
yeah.
low. And I'm like good.
Exactly. And then if you flip that around, you can think about, okay, when are the times whenever I ought to push? It's like, do I have numbers? Are they alone? Do we
you have
have
ult.
ultimates and they don't? Like for example, you have Dark Child and they're not doing anything. Like, there's all these kind of signs that tell you like when to go in, and I think you're good at reading those. It's just reading them on the other, like reading them to get out. If you can get that done, then you're gonna be like, for example, instead of 22 and 10, you might be 22 and 3 by the end of this round.
help get that vehicle to its destination.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Come,
Oh,
my
I think-
minion.
I think he tried to
Close.
go for.
Just in time.
Yeah, I think he tried to go for a side lock. I thought I did. Maybe it was another game. Went for a side lock and I died.
Hmm. Interesting.
Front limbo.
Doing a lot of front lining. So I'm gonna show
Yep.
you again this clip because you can watch how like notice where Bronze starts from. This is like Central Park, that new map, and like most people go down main, but he's on the side, and he has literally not shown himself yet. So this is gonna let him, charge up his combo, find someone who's alone, and insta kill them. And he also has full health the entire time. But like if you notice where we come from, let's go here. They see us, we get hit by a ton of spam damage, we have to burn our cooldowns or stay alive. And there's just like nothing we can do for like 10 seconds. So instead, what you could do is you start open these fights by coming from the side or like the flank. Right? So you can come this way. Notice how thing goes here?
Yeah, I see the thing going. Wait, bro, mom's calling me.
But
Hello?
yep,
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to do some. I had to get my
all good, bro. I got some water. I even drew a picture for you.
line. Beautiful, it's like a masterpiece.
Exactly. The handwriting is
Oh
just like
yeah,
a
I
little
got a
child.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
I had a question about flanking. Alright, so a lot of times, right?
Hmm.
I did try flanking because somebody told me, "Oh yeah, bro, you should flank because you play main too much and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's a dive character." But the thing is, a lot of times when I do flank, it's like my main people on main, like there's the tanks and supports. I guess they get kind of like over pressured,
Yep.
so then they just die before, or like
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
get a tick or two. So I'm like, I feel like I have to play like main just to apply some
Hmm.
pressure onto the other tanks,
Hmm.
so they know to like respect me and stuff.
Yeah,
Because
for
like if I
sure.
don't, then they're just gonna get like bombarded. But at the same time, I do want to flank. 'Cause I know
Yep.
that's like one of the big things about dive characters. So I
Hmm.
don't know what to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so it's knowing when to flank and when not to. So notice, let's go back a bit, and I'll tell you when the best time to flank is. All right, so right here, let's see, what's the time at? Yeah, we got to go back to where thing is about to go on. All right, so the fight's about to start, where both teams are putting pressure on the front line, and thing is now putting pressure on the back line. This is the best time to flank because your team still has a ton of health, right? And if you were, say, on the flank with the thing, now it's going to be, say, a 4v4 up front and a 2v2 in the back. So it's even. The only times whenever, or not say the only times, but a bad time to flank is whenever you've been in the back for so long that your main team has already taken a ton of damage and they really need you, but you're not there. So your flanks can happen whenever, you know, just try to do them quick, right? Do them whenever you see the main team's taking a fight, because then you're kind of making it even, because you're pulling people into the back, and you might even get kills.
Front limbo.
Another
People
team
usually
more.
don't let me into
I was in
shrines.
trouble. That one hurt.
So at this point, now that the thing's dead because he went on his flank and he didn't have the help he needs, we do need you, man.
Survive this. Front limbo.
Someone scratch my back.
Ow, you're broken. I like the cold.
I'll patch you up.
Okay. Yeah, this is another one of those times where I would suggest you start getting into taking these like angles and stuff and getting closer to the backline. Because the more we
Alright,
just stand around main, the more we take unnecessary damage, the more the healers have time to keep their tanks up and stabilize and stuff.
so
So
like when I get
like,
like maybe
hmm.
a pick or two, like
Hmm.
that's when I might try to flank.
Hmm.
I guess when we're having advantage over numbers, like numbers wise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you get in there, you get your kill. But notice this, again, this is one of those sloppy ones, right? Where you go through main. Look at all
Yeah,
this
just right.
damage. Ah,
Yeah,
Groot must have
Griff
hit you
saw
like
me. Look,
2 or 3
saw me.
times.
Saw me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like,
But probably if I went flank, I probably could have got Luna and then Loki.
exactly,
And still
exactly.
not that
'Cause these dudes do so much damage. Holy shit. Like, you know how that is with Groot, man. Uh,
big. Yeah, even though I was doing his bad side.
mm-mm.
Survive this.
Okay, so going back into it.
Zero
This is another nice flank angle. Alright, so you get the Psy.
Get this show on the road.
Aw,
I hate when she
there's a
goes
nice
for
try. Yeah.
Fear vessel.
I was in trouble.
Hey, Teeny, enjoy the
Alright, so you get the damage boost. Let's see. So good. Check this out. Alright, so yeah, the flankers are on our back line. So what do we need to do to make it even?
either, go for the flankers in our back line or flank ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Now, notice we have this big damage boost, right? So that is one of those things where we have an ultimate advantage. They have no flankers in our backline, they have all their flankers are in our backline. So there's no one really to put us in check if we go for their backline. That's a green light. So get in there.
Come, my minion.
I am
Hmm.
ready to put on a
Alright, so she doesn't know where you are. And you go for the fight, but you end up not killing her. So, like, what do you think you need to do to make sure you get this kill?
Maybe I should have comboed faster or sooner, like when she's over here, instead of like
Yeah.
just taking her damage, because that kind of gave him like a window to like actually think, oh, am I getting
Mhm.
damaged?
Mhm. Yeah. And she had ult too. So if she gets time to think, then she can ult and lives. So yeah, combo, right? So it's like the left click, dash, left click, melee. She's probably dead.
fucking hurt.
Come, my minion.
I am ready to put on
Unfortunate.
a show.
Yeah.
Gotta look behind.
But sadly to kill Luna, because she has 275 HP, I have to do my full combo, which is use all my cooldowns. My
Mhm.
Civ, my dash, and my slash.
Mhm. Yep,
Because
that's
me,
right.
Gonna miss that.
me and Libra like a little bit of HP, and that's bad.
Yep.
Got you.
We do have the damage boost here though. Right, so 2 melees actually gets your one shot. You could have definitely killed her.
Oh yeah, forget
Come,
about
my
the
minion.
damage boost.
I am ready to put on a show.
Unfortunate, unfortunate. Alright, so probably gonna lose this fight. We'll just skip ahead. Yep, getting healed up. I like how you're standing still and making it easy for her. Alright. This dude is probably gonna ult. Alright.
Survive.
I think he's running away.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get him. I was mad.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Strange as Magic, he just. I know why. Because like, most of my abilities go through his little shield, his portal.
By the eye of
There's
Oh
the
my
ult.
god.
Agamotto!
Yeah.
That one hurts.
But he's pretty easy to kill.
Mm-hmm.
An opportunity.
Gotta look behind you.
If we don't get there, spin limbo.
Nice.
Stage.
I would suggest in this situation, notice that you have to aim to kill her. You have to aim because you used your demon. And in those times, whenever you want to just get a kill because you don't know where they are exactly, but they're around you, just do the whirl. Easy kill.
Limbo.
To be center stage.
Yeah. I should have done the world.
Still, you get her, and I'm really glad you like. This is one of those things where you notice there's a flanker, and you're like, hell nah, she ain't gonna get my fucking backline for free. So you come back and
Yeah.
kill her.
Love. Yeah. He's gonna look bad.
Going here. Oh, Star-Lord, yep.
Try my best to go out of the way while getting a Luna. Thankfully, I did.
It's just it.
Starlord's
Alright.
ult is so scary, bro. Like,
So
it's
scary.
scarier than, maybe even Lucky ult or Cloak and Dagger ult.
Yeah. That is. Interesting. Alright, so Star-Lord could have killed you. But he didn't. He instead shoots his bullets into a rock. That was dumb. But one thing I would definitely keep in mind here is like going back in here is really risky. Would I like let's just go back a bit. I mean, you have a Star-Lord looking at you. So like what could we do here, just knowing our abilities, to maybe kill Luna without having to go back in?
Maybe a slash. Maybe it takes a
Mm-hmm.
while to wind up, so I don't like using it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that could have done it if I thought about it more carefully.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Maybe we try with the slash first, and then if that doesn't work, you always have what's it called? You could always wait to have two portals available before you go in. So you can portal in, portal out. This is one of those times whenever you go through main again, and it's so risky. So, um, I want you to be playing around health packs a little bit more, right? So in this situation, you could have gone in, kill Luna, get out, get a health pack, stay alive.
Yeah, maybe I depend on my healers too much, I think.
Hmm. It's hard, right? Because as Magic, you're taking all this damage and you're really not in a position to get healed. So if you go back to your healers, you might take too much damage to make it that a good idea. So
Yeah.
knowing your health packs, right? So you have health pack here, health pack here. You can kind of be a menace in the back line. Health pack here. Yeah.
Go have fun. Deeper into the web, yes. I would unlock
Okay. Let's see. Ready to put in this fight. Oh, good.
Smith.
Cool spot. Okay.
Friends can safely navigate the strands of the web.
Nice. So just kind of scaring him away. Oh, do we spot Magic? Yeah, we do. Nice. Rolled.
Turn around if I were you.
Nice. This is really good.
Pop star charisma.
You're just making sure those flankers can't do with your healers.
Yeah.
Okay, playing main again. Careful, careful, careful. What do we have that can get us out of main? Alright, we don't have a dash. And we say go, go, go with our portal. I'm kind of wondering, like, alright, you portal in. Like, how else could you have portaled?
Let me think. Like, and together main too?
Mm-hmm. You could go
Probably
here.
maybe to the right.
Yep, you can go here.
Because
Think
there's a
about
health
how
pack.
you could get out of, like, yes, exactly. You could set up for another one of those moments where you're, like, ready to get a one-shot on someone. So we go main. Now we're the main target of the team. And this is definitely easy to kill you. We're here. They actually might forget about us. Nice. We have to get out. Oh, we don't have anything.
Nothing.
Hmm. Yeah, always keep in mind, we need a portal to get out. So whenever we enter and we don't have a portal to get out, we're done.
Yeah.
I doubt any.
I was
Okay.
getting too greedy. I was like, that Loki seems so free. Gotta get him.
Yep, yep. And they knew you were coming that whole time too, so everyone's
You know, I
ready to
was
take
trying
you out.
to Yep, the Star-Lord, the Strange, all of them.
I doubt it.
So this is those times I'm just like, we gotta be sneaky.
Yeah,
Um,
look,
trying to think if I got anything to show you here. Let's see, let's check this out. I've always found examples are the best teachers. Alright,
yeah,
this is a good
like
one.
the videos. It's
Mhm.
nice. If you can you like send it to me after?
Yep, what I could do is definitely sending you, well, I'll send you a video of this whole session, and I could also show you. I'll send you like a replay code because you can always just pop in like replays and watch other people play. And
Mhm.
I'll just send you Braun's profile because he's like an old teammate. I've also done some like helped him out with like magic and stuff. And yeah, watch him, and you will You will know how Magic can just roll one above all bobbies. It is crazy.
I can see he's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so like here's one of those times whenever I talk about the green light, red light thing. So we're just hanging out, doing our thing, and we want to be out of line of sight. So like that's why he goes behind this rock. Because he's just like, I could set up and flank around. But then he sees this guy who's out of position. He's hella.
Hella.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, oh, free. I'm gonna go in there, try to get him. But then the
Okay.
ult, right? Hell no.
Yeah, bro, I'm not dying.
Mm-hmm. So goes back to his health pack, gets out of the line of sight, and he's looking around for options. Like, is there anyone else I can kill? But nah, not really. There's a Luna ult over there. Fuck that. So he's just waiting. What do you think he's waiting for?
Someone to be out of position.
Mm-hmm. There it is. So Hala drops out of her ult, free kill, get her. Right?
And you got
And
the
this
health
is,
pack right there.
yeah, health pack too, right? So this is all just being patient and being patient, waiting for like your fight. You don't have to force fights. Yeah, so we're gonna watch this all back. There's definitely like a different play that happens here that could have happened here. So let's just watch from the big picture view. Alright, so you had dealt with their magic. All good. So we have pretty much two options. You know what? I haven't used the pen yet, so I'll just pull up the pen real fast. Hold up. Draw a picture. I think. Let's just see. Is the pen working? Click the pen.
It's lagging. The pen is lagging.
Bro, where's my pen? There's my pen. LD. Alright, so. Alright, options, right? So we gotta go back to the, every time we get a kill, go back to the drawing board. Think about who's available. We saw the side was on the side, on her flank, dealing with shit. We could go to her. We could
We are
also. She is so out of position. There's no one to help her. The next thing is we could go and set up. So we could set up this way. And there's a health pack here. So that's good. Um, I think at this time you could have also waited for your dash. That's another option. You can go always take high ground up here. There's like all of these things, and I want like whenever you get a kill or whenever you're low or have no cooldowns, all these times are times that you can think about like what are my options. And every time you do that, you're like telling yourself there's so many better things to do besides going main. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I guess that's my worst habit.
mhm.
Or is it something worse?
That might be your worst habit. Right. So, because I think a lot of your deaths end up they follow this thing where you go main. And if you could start by just trying to always set yourself up, like go into these like side positions, the angles that catch them off guard, then it's gonna be a lot easier for you to get out. And the cycle would then be like, you get your kill, you stabilize, you take your sneaky route, you get your kill, you stabilize, and if you just keep doing that over and over, you're gonna be getting just as many kills, but you're gonna be dying so much less.
Uh huh. But
So
yeah,
that's
be
what
more
I say.
patient. Play
Um,
more.
yeah, be more patient, make more plays, win games, easy.
I need to get out
I
of this DM hell, bro. I need to get out of this. Need to, please. Get me out.
please get me out of Chia. I do have to get going here, so just to like wrap up, if there's any questions you have, like right quick, just feel free to shoot.
Um, okay, so this I'm gonna send you I guess my simplified thing that I got for now.
Hmm.
And let me know if you or like tell me if like I should add anything else.
Okay, let's see. Discord, holy tabs. I'm good at mechanics. Yeah, you're crazy. All right, so yeah, being too greedy, diving too early. Always have to make a bad. Oh, yes. Okay, so like what you're bad at could be simplified down to like you force things and you don't have to force things. So what you can do is start looking around, right? You need to look for signs that you have a window. And those signs, like you said, is looking for kill feed, right? Do we have
Yeah.
numbers? Um, and the opposite. If we don't have numbers, not a good time to go in. Keep looking for signs. Like another sign is they don't have lamp, right? In this example. So that's a cooldown that's going to protect Loki. So if he doesn't have that, it's good for Loki. Um, are they looking at you, right? So this is a bad sign. Then don't go in. Like keep paying attention for your opportunities, and then you take those opportunities. Are they out of position? Do they have anyone to help them? No, that's a sign. Take them out. So this is just what to work on. Always ask yourself, like, why can I take this kill? You know what I mean?
Uh, okay. Thank you. I'm writing this down.
Hmm.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm happy to help. As far as like future sessions and stuff, so I always do first session is free. However, for like future sessions, if you want to keep working with me, it's just $10. So like I have a Fiverr page. Um, I would go lower, but that's actually as low as I can go on Fiverr.
And
So
$10?
yeah, $10.
Okay, for like 1 hour session, 30-minute sessions, or like
1 hour.
one
So
hour
like this.
sessions. Okay.
Mhm. So, if you ever want to do coaching again, just yep, that's the only difference is you just have to like pay for it on Fiverr. Um, one thing that's really important to me about that is you can if you pay on Fiverr, then that kind of like um it tells other people that I'm a good coach and they should book a session with me, and it kind of builds the brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, be rep. I feel you.
So that's it. I had a ton of fun working with you. You're definitely very coachable, my
Yeah.
dude.
Thank you. Now I gotta put this in practice, I've been solo queue hell and just try to get to Celestial, by the end of the week, That's just
That's
how it is.
that's what I'm saying. And it's definitely been done. Wait, hold up. This is because this might be inspiring. Hold on. I got a YouTube video I just posted, and my boy Cryptic. He whenever I started like coaching him, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, he was um what was he? He was a like Grandmaster 3 Diamond 1 Spider-Man. And now he
From
is
the start, have you
just
like
hit
someone else
Celestial.
from
So
Damn, really?
yeah, look at this dude. He is the
Yeah,
craziest Spider-Man.
so
Watch this.
right after
It
that,
is 1 second into
Spider-Man
in the
gets its
match,
best. So,
and he
well,
is about
have
to
you like
pull Magik off.
bro, I thought that was only on TikTok I'd see that.
From the start,
Wow.
have you works all the way at Celestial, man. This dude's not like just crazy. But yeah, like you can definitely like the climb is possible. Um, let's see, because I'm telling you, it's all about this process of like, let's see, just like there it is. So he was GM1 a week ago, 1 game away. Now he's Celestial. It's all about this process of just finding the things that kind of like cost you your deaths, especially if you're like a flanker, and then like to get finding those, noticing it, and then just kind of practicing like, oh, I gotta look out for this before I go in. And then whenever you
Yeah,
start looking out for that, you're not dying as much. You're getting way more like,
value.
plays.
Yeah,
Exactly.
more value, better
Mm-hmm.
resources. I
Mm-hmm.
got one more last question. How do you feel about like, I guess solo queue and GM and stuff? Because
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing a lot of bad stuff about it, like regulation and how there's
Yeah.
like it feels like it's bronze again. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god.
Yeah, it's definitely hard, right? All right, so like, yeah, I mean, I think solo queue can be really difficult to climb up, right? So the issue I think with solo queue can often be that your games are inconsistent. Like you might get, teammates that just aren't really, very good. And they kind of like just aren't it can feel like you have unwinnable games. At the same time, if you are playing like better than a GM player over time, if you keep queuing and keep like playing well, you are gonna rank up. So solo queue isn't the easiest way to climb. Something that can help is playing with friends if they're good. Um, because you'll have more consistent games. But
Hmm.
besides that, it's just focusing on like playing just a little bit better every game, and over time, you'll kind of find your way to Celestial.
All right, thank you, man. Have a good day, bro. I really appreciate it, bro. I'm hopping GM, bro, right now. I feel motivated. I feel motivated.
All right, enjoy the climb, bro. See ya.
All right, thank you. I'll let you know when it's Celestia. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Can't
See you,
wait.
man.